Okay, so in today's video about XRP, I want to check out the recent move down that we had in this area in the last 24 hours and tell you what is happening and why, in my opinion, we shouldn't really be worried about XRP a whole lot. And at the same time, we shouldn't really also jump into any unnecessary bullish conclusion. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And I know everybody right now on Twitter and YouTube is probably going to say, you know what, in XRP, we are having a bearish head and shoulder structure. However, I believe that is most likely not the case. Why is that? I think I talked about this subject on another video. I'm not sure about which altcoin was it, but let's just review that subject again. In a head and shoulder structure, usually in the breaking phase, you are going to see some serious liquidation events. However, in XRP, we did get a liquidation event, but that was right around here. So the point that I'm trying to make is this. In XRP, okay, fair enough. This does look like a head and shoulder structure. However, I do not believe that it's going to play out because of the reason that we talked about earlier, and also the fact that in terms of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, between 1.7 to about $2 in here, we are having an unbelievably important support area from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. And I just do not believe that this is going to break. Also, I think that still this is our final bottom in XRP, and in like very short time, fair enough, something has changed. Now let's go, I think it was on crypto.com chart. Yep, there we go. So the last time that we talked about XRP, we were right around these areas, and I was saying we should also consider the possibility of having an ABC in form of an expanded flat structure. And basically in an expanded flat, we are going to have ABC down into a correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY. Let's just take this one, sorry about that, okay. And then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure down into our wave C. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. Now, I still believe that there's a good chance we are having an ABC flat, and also before this move down, this move on the upside most likely is in form of a 5 wave into a larger degree wave 1. Which means, well, okay, so far we can say this whole move down in XRP is just a correction for our wave 2, and after it's over, or who knows, maybe it's over already, we are going to have a big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So overall, not a whole lot has changed. I still believe this is our final bottom, but now I'm going to say we are generally in here having a flat structure. Now, let's zoom in more and see what is happening in this specific move down. If you remember in the previous videos, I was saying maybe this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down is going to be in form of an ending diagonal, and maybe it's going to be in form of a wedge, which means we're not really going to have that much of a strong move down. However, that definitely wasn't the case, and we did get a very solid move on the downside. And here's a very important point. Let's just delete this 5 wave down and also the lines in here. Okay, so I'm thinking right now we are probably having 5 wave down to about this point into a wave 1, followed by that this can be a running flat structure into wave 2, decent move down into wave 3, correction for 4, and another 5 wave impulsive structure. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into our wave 5, and this red 5 wave down, it's probably going to be into, I would say, a larger degree wave 3, and then we're going to have a correction for 4, and followed by that another move down into wave 5. Does this mean that in XRP we are going to from here get some more strong downward price action? I would say probably not. In fact, I want to argue there's actually a chance that, for example, this might be the end of our wave 3, correction for 4, and who knows, maybe even we're going to get just a truncated wave 5, which means in this last phase, we may not even take the lowest low down here about $2, and then it's going to be the time to get a very strong bounce back. So what's the point that I'm trying to make? There is a chance that in the next 24 to about 48 hours, you may see another move down, something like this, but that is going to be very normal. And at that point, we are going to have potentially all the right subwaves for, you know what, an ABC flat structure. And I'm hoping that after our move down is over in the short term, we are going to have a move up. And again, that move on the upside doesn't really matter. The shape of it is really what's going to determine whether we have hit the bottom or not. If we're going to have, for example, an ABC up and then a move down in order to take this low, okay, that's not going to be a good sign. On the other hand, if we get like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up and then some sort of a move down, that's actually going to be a great sign suggesting probably in XRP we have hit some sort of a bottom. Now, here is a very important point. If you do not want to be involved in any kind of short-term price action, and for example, you do not care whether we're going to get one more move on the downside or not, and you want to know when we can say with quite a bit of confidence that in XRP, we're going to get another massive move up and start the next phase of the bull run, okay, I think you need to pay attention to what is happening in terms of classic TA, because in daily, weekly, and also H4 time frame at the same time, we are having an unbelievably important resistance area between 2.5 to about 2.8 bucks right in here. And if you again do not want to be involved in any kind of short-term price action, you need to wait a bit more and see a move up in XRP in order to get back above this important level, and then we do some consolidating and followed by that another move up in order to take this side. At that point, we can argue with a hell of a lot of confidence that our move down right in here in this phase is over, and also the bottom is in right in here, and this is indeed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure on the upside. Also, in terms of Fibonacci's, let's just do a quick Fibonacci analysis and see what do we have in here. Okay, where are some important levels? As you can see, also the 61.8 and the 78% are somewhere around this important resistance area, which does actually add quite a bit of validity to this unbelievably important region. So again, if you do not care what is going to happen in the next 24 to about 48 hours, just wait a bit more and see are we going to have something like this structure or not. If we get it, that is going to be amazing. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video about XRP. Overall, I still stand by what I said, meaning I still believe that this point about $1.8 is actually our final bottom, and we are having a bullish setup in here, and odds are this is a this is a correction for wave 2, and after our correction is over, we're going to get a huge move on the upside. And again, in this phase, at least in this move, I believe that we are going to set an all-time high and take the highest high all the way up here about $3.4. But I told you before, I do not believe that we're going to stop there. No, I'm thinking we're going to go probably quite a bit higher than that. So the overall possibility, despite the recent move down, is still pretty much the same. Does this mean right now in here we should call it our final bottom? I don't think so. Let's wait another 24 to about 48 hours. And again, in case that you see maybe a corrective movement and then another move down in order to take the lowest low, do not be scared. That is going to be very normal, and odds are on a higher degree we are completing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure down, which is going to be into the C leg of our expanded flat, which started from this high about $2.8. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XRP's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.